This is just about the break of structure. Change of character. Change of character. This is what I would do if I see change of character. So let me go back to this shoot. Supposed to be part. Okay. So if this particular place break, which is a change of character, yeah, what the market tends to do is this. I'm coming now. This, let me just say, one of the perfect way I see you can trade break of change of character. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have to do this again. Okay. Let's go. Like this. Like this. First of all, the market tends to be here. It is supposed to be like the 0.30 something and that Fibonacci 2. Okay, so this market tends to do like this, but I will never take trade here. Time to take share. So it will what? It will react, but I will only take the trade when it comes to this particular party here. This place. Good. I will take my trade. I'll explain further. Then even though it break this part, I will still wait for the market to retrace to this particular place again before I will take my trade. Then now let me explain properly with an arrow. Okay. So where is this arrow? Ah, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Sweet mama for you. Alright, now look at what the market tends to do here. When it breaks structure, when it breaks, yes, this is what the higher high, higher low. What the fuck is going on? This is what the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So this particular part here, once market break here like this, look at it. Let me just draw the line. There is the change of what? The change of character. Okay. Change of character. When market break this part, the market tends to come this place. You can look at this place here. This is if I should draw a Fibonacci, it will show the 0.30 something numbers there, which is not actually right. The market will come, and we test it and fall. It will respect it, but I will only take the trade when I see the market retest to this level, because once a market breaks structure, there is actually a supply zone attached to this place. There's always a supply zone attached to this place. Supply zone, this particular place. Smart money concept will tell you this is what supply zone. Okay, but in terms of price action, it will actually look like a head and shoulder pattern, but I will always take this trade when the market comes to, because let me tell you the reason why. Because when the market breaks structure like this, when you retrace, look at this line straight to this one, it does not give you, because the market only tends to retrace in the 0.5 0.6 Fibonacci 2. It always retraces like that. So I will never take this trade, because here is a short scalper. I'm never a scalper, so I will never be a scalper. I don't like taking trade like scalping though. So this particular place you see here, this place 0.30 something is not actually valid like that. So you can see sometimes that the market can just retake here and just drop. That is the way he wants to do for that day or for that time, I don't know. But I will always take, this is a very valid place. When the market breaks structure, I will always take the trade when it's something. If smart money concept will say there's a supply zone here, and price action will tell you something like head and shoulder, but I don't mind. But I will take this particular thing here equal to this one. This is a very confirmation. You will see your confirmation here. This confirmation is that you see a bullish engulfing candle, or bearish engulfing candle, which is a small red and a big a small green and a big red bearish engulfing candle, or most of the times you might see something like a shooting star or so on and so forth. So there is a confirmation here. When I say confirmation here, I'll take my trade. And where will be my first take profit? When I take my confirmation here, when I take my trade here, sorry, I put my XA above. You understand? I'll put my XA above, and you know what? My first TP will be something here. Should be my first TP. This will be my first TP. This will actually be my first TP. Okay, this will be my first TP. This will be my first TP. Please, I come again. Please understand this shit. This is the last Ayalo. This is the last Ayalo. If the market break this place like this, as soon as it break this particular part here, the market tends to retrace to meet this other line here, to form something like a price action. We say this particular part is support that turns resistance. Yeah, support that turns. This is not actually the main. If you take trade here, I will see it's something like 50-50. I'm not guaranteed. I don't trade like that. I trade for a long term, so I need a very good valid reason to place my trade. You understand? So I will not take the trade here. I will wait for here to play out. When it plays out, look at it. It must surely respect it, because it's also a valid point. Okay, retext. Then I will wait for it to retrace to this particular place, and then that was number one. Then number two, I will wait for it to give me my bearish engulfing candle. This bearish engulfing candle is going to give me, to tell me that okay, now I'm ready to move. There, I will take my trade when the bearish engulfing candle has been formed, or shooting star. I will take my trade and put my SA above this level. You understand? So my first TP will be somewhere here, not greedy, because the market can just bounce off here and do something nice again. So you don't know for sure. So I advise you, that's always say, use open two position. If it is 0.1, open two position. Make sure your first close, as soon as you reach your first TP, should be here, and your second TP should be somewhere. You know. So because we go by levels, okay. So if your TP is here, first you place two trade. Now you place a trade which is two position. The market runs to this party, cut one of your position out. This is what 2. This is what TP2, right? So immediately this particular TP has been cut, please move your this is your second position, move it to BE, because there's a tendency that this market might not actually come to your entry. Most of the time it might come, but it might not come. Even if it comes, you already secured your first profit, but 70% it might not come, but 30% we leave that to God. So when you retrace here, you know, this place, if I shall show you, this place actually always land with 0.5 Fibonacci. Let's just see how it goes here. Okay, let me show you something. The fib, there will be a class for this fib, but for now, no. Okay, you can see this is 1. Okay, so this fib you see here, this is the 0.5 to 0.6. so you will see a reaction here. You understand that if you have to take another trade, if you want to add to your position, don't forget you've already have a running position before. Then this is it. That, like I told you, the market always runs the what? It always retest to 0.5 Fibonacci. You can see aligned perfectly. Okay, I will teach about this Fibonacci, but not on this video. Okay, you can see you can now add position here. Put your XA. Okay, show you where you can put your XA. This is a very diligent way of trading. You know, these, I'm not actually talking for scalpers. It's for a long term. Okay, even if you're a daily trader, you will still enjoy. You will still have a valid reason for placing a trade. You understand? So this is it. Okay, this particular part, you place your trade and make sure it bounces off of this place, because there's a tendency that once market just come here, it might just go. There might be a trend line coming from somewhere and just eating, and just, so you let your first TP be in this place. Your second TP, yeah, no wahala. You understand? So That is that for that. So why I draw this other part, let me just quickly say it before I call the video is getting too long. Okay, you see this place. Now it has formed here, break of structure, your first TP. Okay, then it retraces. I come now, you might see this thing as it's retracing. Look at my left hand side, retrace, and it comes to this part. I will not still take trade when you think retrace here. I will make sure it's retracing this level. You can see this horizontal line from the you can see it, Abi. Look at it from this level, this particular point. You can see it retraced to a particular point. You can see all these are levels. Okay, until you retrace to this particular point before I could take my trade, and I will take my trade based on what? Number one, it retraced to its Fibonacci zone, and number two, I told you about this part when it here is the 0.30 something, so definitely here is like the 0.30 something to this other part, but when it comes to this part, you can see, you understand. So this is what I would say, this is one of the perfect way of trading a break of structure. Okay, I found it profitable for all the times I'm trading. Okay, for more than like 2 years or 3 years ago. 3 years I've been trading for more like 3 years plus now. Okay, so these are what I've tried several, but this method actually works 90% of the time. Okay, so see you on my next video. Okay, thank you for watching.